Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Fake Spike Podcast with Tyler and Cole. T, why don't you tell them what we got going on
Got a couple
today?
pieces of news, and we also have our weekly predictions for week 13. I think we're in week 14. 14. We just finished week 13. So we got a couple pieces of news, and then we got week 14 predictions for the upcoming matchups here. Before we get into anything, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the TikTok, and follow the Instagram. Everything is linked down in the description below. Thank you. Let's get into it.
All right. First thing, Baker Mayfield got claimed.
Yeah, by who? I didn't see it.
It was not by the 49ers.
That's who we were hoping it, or not. I guess not hoping is the right word, but that's who we thought he was going to go to.
Right. It was actually by their division rival, the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were just trying to cock block San Francisco or I don't see any logical reason behind them.
They were trying to cock block San Francisco.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
I think that's about the only reason. Because San Francisco cock blocked them from CMC. Sound about fair to you?
Turn around, yeah. I guess it is. Fair play is a bitch, buddy.
Yeah, I don't really see this going anywhere. Baker Mayfield has been liked on his past couple teams, and I don't see the Rams keeping him for very long. They're probably just like, hey, let's see if we can do anything with this. That'd be my guess.
You don't think it's gonna work out though?
No, I don't think so. Mainly because San Francisco. No,
Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams don't have anybody. Cooper Kupp's out. Allen Robinson's out. Aaron Donald's out. And I'm pretty sure, well, they haven't been technically eliminated yet, but they're not making the playoffs. It's not going to happen.
Sometimes the only thing you're doing when you do stuff like that is cock block somebody else. So
I'm sure you know a thing or two about that, right? Anyway.
Good talk, buddy.
Good talk.
Good
buddy.
talk.
All right.
Next topic, douchebag.
You hear how he talks to me, guys? Anyway.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Eagles make the playoffs with a win or tie against San Fran. Wait, what?
No. What does that say?
Make the fucking playoffs. Eagles make tie with a win, or Eagles make playoffs with a win tie plus San Francisco's loss plus the Seahawks loss.
There we go.
Sorry, read that a little crookedly. Vikings make the playoffs with a win or tie versus the Detroit Lions. And then the Chiefs make a playoffs with the Chiefs winning, obviously, and the Rams. No, the Chargers. The Chargers losing.
Broncos?
Chiefs, buddy.
And that's what I'm saying. I thought it was a Broncos loss.
No, Chargers.
Anyway. Shout out Blitz Alerts for those images and information about who's making playoffs this week.
Shout obviously, out Tyler for having a fucking smudge phone.
All those teams are obviously going to make the playoffs anyway. They're all pretty damn good.
But they're going to clinch the playoffs. They
pull
off any of those.
Right.
What is it? There's 17 weeks. So, I mean,
17 games, 18 weeks.
You know what the fuck I mean when I say shit like that.
You see how he talks to me, guys? Anyway. That's going to be the running joke this episode.
This motherfucker.
All right. So last week, Tyler did get the better of me for the first time since we started the podcast. He had one more correct than I did because, Tom Brady and the Bucs couldn't cover the freaking spread. So
the Saints are a superior team. That would be why.
Right. That whole division's trash. Let's be honest here.
Hey, did you know that we've our first episode for the podcast released October 18th? We've almost been doing the podcast for 2 months.
Really? You're fast. Let's keep on doing it, huh? It
Yeah.
just broke my pen. Anyway. Oh,
That's
there it
cool.
goes. You ready to hop right into this week's predictions?
Yeah, I'm down. Pulling up Bleacher Report right now.
Right. First up on Thursday Night Football, we have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to SoFi Stadium to take on the Los Angeles Rams. And the Las Vegas Raiders are favored on the road by 6 points.
I'm gonna say Raiders.
Raiders even minus the points.
Outright.
All right, so T's going with the Raiders. I am also going with the Raiders here. Like I said, Baker's not going to be able to play this week. There's no way. He doesn't know the playbook. There's no
Now they claimed him. Did they sign him to is it a end of year, finish the year out contract type deal, or what's the deal?
They claimed him, so it's basically taking on the same contract that he had in
Carolina, which was
I do not remember.
okay. Fair, fair enough. I'll find out.
Right.
I'm taking
right.
Raiders outright.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to win that pretty easily. The Rams, like we just discussed, the Rams are missing a lot of pieces, and for some reason, nobody in the league wants to cover Devontae Adams. He just runs free, and Derek Carr can hit a wide open Devontae Adams. So I think they'll win by 6 points. Let's see here. Looking.
It looks like the end of this year.
Looks like the end of the year.
Signed a 4-year deal in 2018.
So yeah, the end of the season.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's being paid by 2 separate teams. So the Browns, I guess, agreed to cover 10 million of his base for the year.
They did, yeah. So the Rams aren't going to be paying very much because pretty sure he needed 18 million this season. The Browns are taking 10. We're already over halfway through the season. So the Panthers would have already paid him a little bit more than 4. So yeah, Rams aren't going to be paying very much here.
And
we are not cap
already. The article I just read said they're trimming $3.5 million off the contract for the remainder of the season. So he's only going to be making like 15 change. Which I say only like oh my god, it's only but 15. You know, it's a lot of money. But yeah, I guess he's trimming 3.5 off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's not. It's not bad for what do we got? 3-4 week rental. Hopefully he can prove something and at least be a backup somewhere next year because he didn't look very good. And I doubt he'd find his way out of the NFL this quick. But good news for him, the XFL is starting. So yeah, joke. Anyway,
We got
next up, we have the New Jersey Jets heading to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
Bills, our favorite 9.5 points. I'm gonna say Jets plus points.
I got Buffalo at -9 here.
You know the lines are different on Bleacher Report. And where are you looking at?
Yahoo.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be different.
Right.
I'm going Jets plus points. I think the Bills are gonna win, but maybe not by that many points.
Jets plus the points.
Just so we're clear, Jets plus points means the Bills win, but just not by 10 points.
Correct.
All right, yeah, cool. Need a slight refresher. Yeah, they're gonna win by like a touchdown, but they're not gonna win. The Jets aren't a bad team. They're 7-5. Bills home field advantage. They're 9-3. They are a better team. I just don't think they're gonna win by that much. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bills outright here. I think they can cover the spread. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if they didn't, but Bills are a pretty solid team. I could see them getting out to a lead and sitting on it. I mean, the Jets have good wide receivers. Mike White had that one really good week. He wasn't terrible last week against the Vikings, but I don't know, man. I don't think he can keep it close with Buffalo, if you know what I mean. Because Sauce Gardner's a really good corner. Their second corner is a good corner. I can't think of its name right now. But the Bills are going to figure it out. They're a damn good team. Next up is my stone cold lock of the week. The Browns are heading to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals, and the Bengals are -6. Deshaun Watson looked like absolute garbage last week. And I don't see it getting any better against a team like the Bengals, because the Texans are obviously the worst team in the league. They're pretty much locked up for the number 1 draft pick at this point. Well, I mean, the Bears are bad too, but Texans are a different level of bad. And Deshaun couldn't do anything against them. I think Cincinnati is going to beat the living hell out of them.
I'm going Bengals outright.
Yeah, same.
For all the reasons you just mentioned, plus home field advantage, and the Bengals statistically are a better team. So
yeah, that's true. They are playing. I mean, Cleveland to Cincinnati isn't that far, but still home field advantage. You got the crowd yelling at you when you're trying to take plays, and
sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not necessarily a travel thing. It's a mental thing. You know what I mean?
right. And crowd noise doesn't help matters. Let's see. Personally, I don't think the Browns are going to have a very good season this year with Deshaun Watson leading the way. He's had very little time to mesh with his team. He's making a lot of freaking money, which might tick off a few people in that locker room. And with all the accusations that happened, I don't think anybody's really a big fan of him to begin with. And being a quarterback, being liked by your teammates is kind of a big deal. If everybody hates you and you're the quarterback, which is basically the leader of the team,
yeah, it's not a good team.
It's not going to go over well.
Right. Or not. I said not a good team. It's not that you're a bad team. It's just not going to, like Cole said, it's not going to go over well.
Right.
I'm going Bengals outright.
Right. Like, if somebody that had all that kind of accusations against them came in and started trying to lead me into battle,
I got it.
It's like, yeah.
Anybody that's played sports understands what you're saying, buddy.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to, talk to the people here. Anyway, next up, this is a big line. We got the Houston Texans, which I just listed how bad they are.
Holy shit.
To Dallas to take on the Cowboys. What do you got?
It's showing 16.5.
That's what I have too.
I'm going Cowboys outright. I don't know. I'm just fucking feeling it. Normally, I wouldn't take the line that big. I'd say, oh, your Texans plus points, but it's fucking Texans.
It wouldn't surprise me either way. You almost just fall.
I didn't know my chair was on lean mode. I thought I could lean back and be sitting up straight.
Right.
My triple chin just popped out real quick.
All right, so yeah, we got Dallas -16.5. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Dallas jumps out to a 30-point lead by halftime, and then they have Dak and CD sitting after halftime, because, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a possibility that the Texans could make this close against the backups.
Maybe not close, but definitely within the 16.5 mark.
Yeah. That's what I mean by close, within the 16.5.
Okay.
But it also wouldn't surprise me at all if Dallas's backups could kick the crap out of the Texans. You said you're taking Dallas outright.
Hell yeah. Especially what team do they play where they absolutely just slapped them with the fucking dick on the forehead? I want to say, yeah, that massacre. And the Colts are a better team than the Texans. Maybe
Yeah,
not much better, but definitely better.
I definitely agree on that. They tied the first week of the year too. Texans and Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Cowboys. Wouldn't surprise me at all if that's wrong, because 16.5 points is just a huge line. I mean, as a podcaster I listen to used to work in the NFL, and he has this line that one of the coaches taught him or whatever. He says, the players on the other team drive nice ass cars and live in big fucking houses too. If you get what I'm saying.
And they make money. I got it.
Like they're professional football players too.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if the Texans covered, but I'm just going to take the Cowboys. Next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Well, the Lions aren't bad, but they're definitely not that good. I'm showing 2.5 in favor of the Lions winning.
That's what I have.
I'm saying the Vikings are going to win.
You're taking the Vikings. Do you need the points?
No. Vikings outright.
There you go.
Everything else is just fucking stupid. It's the fucking Vikings.
I'm going to take the Vikings plus the points. Detroit has been scrappy, especially when they're at home. So, I mean, the Lions are 5-7. That's not bad for the Lions.
No. And now that I'm looking at it, most of the wins from the Vikings actually have been relatively close wins. Their only losses, though, were to the Cowboys and the Eagles. But they did beat the Lions earlier this year, so I'm still taking the Vikings outright.
Right. The Vikings for the past 2 years have played in a lot of one-score games. They lost a lot of those one-score games last year, and they're winning almost all of them this year. So I think they might have won all of them this year, because I know the game against Dallas, right?
Dallas. They lost to the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah,
and they
Dallas
got fucking dicked by the Cowboys.
Right. That was like 40-3 or something.
That's the exact score.
Right. And I do not remember what the Eagles score was. So
24-7.
Okay, not a one-score game. So
the only victory they had that wasn't, or hold up, let me rephrase that. There's 3 victories they had that wouldn't be one score, so anything 6 or more points. Cardinals 34-26, Dolphins 24-16, and then the Packers 23-7.
Technically, one score is 8 points, but
I'm going touchdown, not point after touchdown, no 2-point conversion, just the 6 points. I understand communication, but
we'll go with one possession. How's that?
Okay, there we go. Now we can we have agreeable terms here.
All right. Yeah, so you're taking the Vikings also?
Fuck yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Tennessee to take on the 7-5 Titans.
Oh, I have the Titans showing as -4.
I have the Titans as a -4 as well. So
Trevor Lawrence, I think his list is questionable right now.
Yeah, did you see his leg get twisted around against the Lions?
I did not see the clip. I read an article about it, but I did not watch a clip.
Oh my God, it was ugly. I was like, well, his season's over, but thankfully he was fine. Well, fine might be a little extreme. He came back into the game. How's that?
There. Well, I mean, that's passable. Yeah, right now he's questionable. Shit. It's a tough call as far as what's going to happen with him. Not a tough call for the game. I'm still going. I'm going to go Titans outright.
Yeah, I'm going to go Titans also. Tennessee had a pretty decent year. I don't know what's going on with Derrick Henry. He seemed to be less Derrick Henry-ish lately. His longest run in the past 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, was 10 yards, which is not much for him. He's been averaging like 3 yards a carry. It's something doesn't look right. I think he might be hurt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My fucking Bleach Report app closed and everything in my brain went right out. Whatever you said, I'm sure I'd agree with it though.
All right. Anyway, next up we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to New York, New Jersey, to take on the Giants.
Why does it matter? New York, New Jersey. It's all one fucking big Italian state.
What?
I'm showing the Eagles -7.
That's what I got.
Giants plus points.
You're taking the Giants plus the points.
I think the Eagles win by like 4 or 5. Well, you know what I mean.
You think they lose by 4 or 5? I think that's what you're saying, right?
Eagles to win by 4 or 5.
All right, so I'm gonna take the Eagles straight up. I don't think they're gonna make this close. AJ Brown's gonna go wild as per usual, which I'm sure you won't have any complaints about.
Not after last week, my boy.
And I think the Eagles are gonna get to a point where I think the Eagles are gonna get so far ahead early on that the Giants are gonna have to try to throw to keep up with them and abandon the run game. Saquon's their best player. Their wide receivers aren't much to speak of. Daniel Jones is an okay quarterback.
And so they're heavily relying on the run game.
And they like to rely on Saquon. So I think the Eagles are going to win this by at least 7 points. And next up we have the Baltimore Ravens heading to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Steelers -2.5.
Ravens
are going to be without Lamar Jackson.
Fuck me. I forgot about that. Ravens.
Most likely going to be without Lamar Jackson.
Ravens. They're still a better team.
Yeah, okay.
That's a tough call, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Steelers to win that game. It definitely would not surprise me at all if they lost or if Baltimore covered, but I'm gonna take the Steelers. I know I'm wearing my fan glasses here, but if Lamar Jackson was playing, I'd definitely say we'd be losing. But
I'm gonna go Ravens. I'd like to at least have one point where we really like severely disagree, and this will be the one I stand on.
Oh, come on, we disagreed on the Jets and Bills and
no, Eagles I severely disagree.
Oh, severely disagree.
Yeah, like this is we're on a complete opposite end of the spectrum with these ones.
Right.
I think they're gonna give the ball to some of their better players, and they're gonna run right through you.
Or some of their better players.
Mark Andrews. That's all I got for you, buddy.
Mark Andrews. Yeah, that's all they got. But they're Lamar Jackson's hurt.
Yes.
Their running backs are like destroyed. They got Kenyon Drake, who's not fantastic. Gus Edwards had a bad week last week.
That doesn't mean he's a bad player.
What's that?
That doesn't mean he's a bad player. I know that's not what you're saying, but
the Duvernay's been having a good season. I think somebody needs to test him. But yeah, they lost what's his name? Rashad Bateman. They just can't stay healthy on that offensive side of the football. Their defense is pretty damn good though. And do you know what the over under is for that game? 37.5 points or 37 points. That's not a whole heck of a lot of points.
No, 10 minutes, by the way.
All right. Next up, we got the Chiefs and the Broncos. Chiefs are -9.5.
I got -9. I'm going Chiefs outright. They're a better team than the Broncos, even if it's home.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. The Broncos have looked like, nothing good this year. I don't think Russell Wilson's going to be able to move that ball against the Kansas City defense very often. And the Denver defense is going to get very, very tired of trying to keep up with Tyreek Hill. That was last year. No, Travis Kelce. Trying to keep up with Travis Kelce, Mahomes, Juju, Pacheco. I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up within that. The Broncos defense is going to get tired.
You good over there,
Next
buddy?
up. Yeah. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to San Francisco to take on the 49ers, who are going to be without Jimmy Garoppolo. They got that Purdy boy in there.
I'm showing 49ers is -3.
I got -3.5. Which line do you want to go with?
It doesn't really matter to me, buddy.
Well, let's go with
You can
3.
score half a point. Fucking props to you.
Anyway, I still think the 49ers can win this game.
I'm gonna go 49ers outright.
49ers.
My only concern, and I don't know what the extent of this is. They fucking mark McCaffrey's questionable every fucking week for his knee.
McCaffrey's been questionable with that knee since his second year.
Birth.
Since birth.
So, and I mean, like, same dude. I got 4 bad knees, but
4 bad knees.
So I'm not quite sure. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm still going 49ers.
The 49ers have a lot of good weapons. I think even a bad quarterback could look decent with those weapons, and their defense is probably the best defense in the league. Next up, we have the Panthers heading over to Seattle to play the Seahawks.
I'm showing Seahawks -4.
Got -3.5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the Seahawks, regardless of the points. What do you think?
I'm going Seahawks outright too.
Seahawks. Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be Sam Darnold starting at quarterback. That would make the most sense. But the Seahawks are a good team, and the Panthers are missing a lot of pieces and coaches. Next up, we got the Dolphins heading over to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Yeah. This is Sunday Night Football.
See the over/under on that game?
The over/under on that game, 52. Holy crap!
Yeah, that just caught my eye.
Here we got Miami -3. What do you got?
Miami -3.5. They're all pretty close. They're all always going to be pretty close.
Right. I'm leaning Miami in this game, even -3. What do you think?
I'm going to say Miami too. I think the Chargers are a good team. I just think the Dolphins have shown up a little bit more consistently this year.
Even if Waddle doesn't play, I'm sure he's going to, because he played sporadically last week. I still think the Dolphins are going to be able to score more points.
I'm with it.
And the last game of the week, we have the New England Patriots heading to Arizona to take on the Cardinals.
I'm showing 2 for the Patriots.
Showing 1.5 for the Patriots. I'm going Patriots. What about you?
Home game for the Cardinals. I'm going to go Patriots too.
All right. Right. I think that's all we got, buddy.
I think so. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. We'll obviously catch up to you guys next Tuesday, minus the Monday game. In regards to our predictions and whether or not we were right. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, leave a like on the YouTube video if you're watching. If you're listening anywhere in the world, leave us a 5-star rating. Follow our Instagram, it's linked down in the description below, and follow our TikTok. It is linked down in the description below as well. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Peace out.
Peace.